I'm Danika, and today I'll be taking you through a 15-minute kicking and punching workout. In this workout, there will be no need to have a mat or something to have on the ground. There will be some exercises where we will be on our hands, but there will be none where we're laying down. This workout will mainly benefit your legs, and it will also be cardio intensive. Let's get started.
For the first exercise, we're going to do arm huggers. These will stretch out your chest, back, and arms. This will prepare you for the rest of the workout that is to come. While doing these, make sure that when you hug yourself, you alternate which arm is on top and which arm is on bottom. Next up, squat with a hook. You're going to go down into a low squat, making sure that your knees do not go over your toes, and then you're going to stand up, pivot, and hook. Make sure that your hook is clean and forceful. Now, instead of just doing a single hook, we're going to do a double hook. So you're going to squat, stand, hook, then release your pivot a little bit, and then hook again. The double hook allows your muscles to release some tension and then activate again. Squat with a punch. First of all, while doing these, make sure you stay on the same side, meaning you use your same arm to punch because we will be switching sides. You're going to go into a low, deep squat, stand up, and punch. Make sure that when you punch, you do not fully unbend your elbow because that may hurt your elbow. But make sure that you still do a firm punch. Now let's switch to the other side. This exercise benefits two main parts of your body, your legs and your deltoids. Punching uses the same muscles that you use when you do a shoulder press, so this is a good alternative with no equipment. Next up, the alternating curtsy lunge. The curtsy lunge targets the main muscles involved in a typical lunge, the quads and the glutes, but also engages some additional muscles, such as your hip abductors. Now we will be adding a bounce to our curtsy lunge. By adding a bounce, this exercise becomes a little bit more cardio based and gives you a better burn in your quads. While doing straight punches, make sure to be running on your toes so that you get a nice burn in your calves. And also, when you punch, do not fully extend your arm because you may tear something in your elbow. Next up, we're going to do a squat with an underhook. You're going to go into a deep squat with the weight going through your heels, and then you're going to stand up and do an underhook with a fist and a bent elbow. This punch will be used to hit somebody in the chin. Now we are going to do a variation of the previous exercise. This time we're going to do a double underhook. While doing these exercises that include punching, make sure that your core is engaged to stabilize yourself. Inchworm mountain climbers, you're going to start by touching your toes, then walking your hands out, then doing mountain climbers, walking your hands back in, standing up, and then repeating. While doing this exercise, try to keep your legs as straight as possible. Now we're going to do the same exercise, but instead of doing mountain climbers, we're going to do spider crunches. Spider crunches are where you bring your knee to your elbow. This exercise engages your core, and more specifically, your obliques. Your obliques are the side of your core. Open the gate. These will release tension and open up your hips. To get the most beneficial stretch, you're going to lift your knee up and out, and then shuffle. Then complete the stretch on the other side. Close the gate. These are the opposite of the previous exercise that we did. Instead of lifting your knee and foot upwards and then moving it out away from your body, you're going to lift your knee and foot up and then bring it close into your body. To do a snap kick, you are going to lift your thigh until it's parallel to the ground, or as high as you can make it go, and then you are going to snap your leg out with your toe pointed. Now switch to the other side. While doing these kicks, make sure to do a little bounce in between each kick to kind of reset yourself. Lunges. While doing this exercise, make sure to alternate which side you go on because we will not be switching after these 30 seconds. While doing lunges, your front knee should not go over your toe and your back knee should be at least at a 90-degree angle. Squats. Throughout this workout, we have done many different types of squats and variations, so I'll give you a brief review on some of the key points. First, make sure your knees do not go over your toes, and second, make sure to sit back. And finally, make sure that your pressure and force is coming through your heels and not your toes. To do sumo squats, you are going to put your feet wider than shoulders width apart. Unlike typical squats, sumo squats also target the sides of your butt. Jump rope. This exercise benefits your legs and helps with cardio. The main purpose of this exercise is to get a burn in your calves by bouncing on your toes. Jab with the cross. You're going to stagger your feet. I'm putting my left foot in front first. And then you're going to use your front arm to punch, and then cross across your body and punch with the other arm. This is the beginning of a sequence of exercises, so we're going to stay on this side, and then we'll repeat them all on the other side. In the same staggered stance, now we are going to add a duck to the sequence. So you're going to jab, then you're going to cross your body with a punch, and then you are going to do a low lunge. Once you have completed this sequence, you are going to hop back and forth or bounce on your feet to release some tension, and then you're going to repeat. Next up, we're going to do 2 uppercuts. So with your left leg forward, or whichever leg you chose to originally start with, you're going to do an uppercut with your front arm, and then you're going to cross your body and do one with your back arm. Then do a couple bounces and repeat. Now we're going to put everything together. We're going to do a jab with a cross and then 2 uppercuts. While doing these punching exercises, make sure that your core is engaged to give you stabilization. Now, change the leg that's in front. So for me, I went from the left to the right. One key point about doing the jab with the cross is make sure not to hyperextend your elbow when you punch, because that can hurt your elbow and pull something in it. Now we're going to add a duck to the previous sequence. When you lunge down, try to get both of your knees at a 90-degree angle and go as low to the ground as you can. Once again, we're going to do 2 uppercuts, starting with the front arm and then using the back arm. To get a more intense burn after the workout, make sure to twist and pivot on your feet. For the final exercise, we're going to do a jab with a cross with 2 uppercuts. Make sure to pivot on your toes to get the most benefit out of this workout. For these last few punches, use up all the energy that you might have tried to reserve or you might still have in you. There's only 10 seconds left in this workout. You've got it.
Well done! Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to get notified every time a new video is posted. Thanks for watching. Bye!